Good evening, everybody. This is a video response to the thing I saw from freepress.net. Is their little conference doohickey earlier this year in April. I'm a little late to respond, a couple of months late, I know, but there's S. Crawford's speech. Find her on what's it, Twitter at S. Crawford, Well, Miss S. Crawford, your logic is completely backwards. First off, but let me give you all what first a rundown of what I see before I just go telling you it's backwards and having you just accept that blindly. That's that she's saying, well, our internet here is so slow, because we have these monopolies, these local cable companies, Time Warner, all these different things that monopolize the local service, and you can't get fiber optic everywhere because there's the monopolies and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. We need the government to come in and basically, she says, and we need to have them pay for our infrastructure and have them do all the stuff the private companies should be doing that they're not. Blah, 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 blah. Now, first off, let me point out the contradiction here, what I find so amusing in this, that freepress.net, first off, they're a bunch of hypocrites no matter what. I mean, because you look at their website, about free press, but they have a thing targeting the Koch brothers on there, and has this little Rupert Murdoch thing. It says Rupert Murdoch scandal, and it's got him with glasses with money signs on him. He's all, head kind of sideways, smiling or some shit. No, he wasn't showing his teeth, but he was smiling for certain. He's like, I got money, I'm Rupert Murdoch. Yeah, he's got money. I'd smile too if I was him. But hey, the point is that they say free press, but they want to use propaganda to take other people's speech and demean it and be divisive towards it. Do you not see the contradiction in that? I'm going to be a propagandist towards you and your right to free speech and try to demean you in what you say instead of just letting it stand there whether it's correct and people just judging whether it's correct or not. And you do your same thing, you stand there, you say what you say, and people judge it whether it's correct or not. And you do it honestly. And that's how you should do it. If your opinion is truly better, you have the evidence to win. And you can say, well, they're unfair and they don't report things straight. Well, then you know what? The lies will come out and people will eventually see through it. It's the way of the world. People can't keep secrets if it's some big conspiracy theory forever, Nobody can keep a secret, You're a kid playing telephone, you figured that out, You told a secret around a circle, went in over here and this year, and it came out completely different on the other end. Only people bad at keeping secrets. We're bad at keeping we're awful at keeping the same secret. So if their lies are lies, it will come out and you will win the day. Because your opinion will be shown to be truthful, more accurate, more fact-based, and guess what? Boom, bada bing, you got it. Slam dunk right there, right? But when you use propaganda, you appeal to the uneducated, I can't blame you, really, because the uneducated mob has become our voting populace. They're uneducated, they're underinformed, they don't know what they're talking about half the time, and guess what? Propaganda just goes straight to them because they like that, because it's very lowball and lowbrow. Good job, freepress.net. Standing up for what you preach. Gotta love it. But also I want to point out the contradiction here. What S. Crowder says, the thing is that the reason that there's the monopolies is not because of capitalism. It's not because we need more government involvement. Because first off, this isn't capitalism anymore. People say capitalism is broken. Well, this isn't capitalism. Capitalism is not broken. This is just a bad system. It's called corporatism, where the government picks winners and losers, and the ones they pick are based pretty much on lobbyists that put money in their pockets, the corporations. That's really what this is. As long as the government has the ability to regulate the industry, there will be corruption. If people talk about term limits. Term limits aren't the answer. It could make it worse if you think about it. Because first off, if they're still able to peddle influence and the lobbyists are able to buy influence for the people they represent, really, it's just you're changing out the assholes more often in Washington, D.C. And all that does is create more often the scenarios where there's people that don't have to run for re-election because it's their last term they can legally run for, which means they'll push their agenda with a heartless nature because they're not even worried about getting re-elected anymore. Think about Washington, D.C. with a lot of people that don't have to get re-elected all the time. Oh, I see, Grasapa. All of a sudden, you get that one. A bunch of people don't run for re-election all the time. That's awesome, right? Term limits are like a stupid solution to the fact that we've become an educated voting bloc. The whole country has. even the Republicans are idiots about their constitutional freedoms and rights and how they should apply to everybody, not just them. They want to legislate their morality. Hey, you have to realize that you can have your morality, and that's between you and God. But if you try to force a religious-based belief on them through legislating your morality, I mean, whether it's abortion or a lot of things, guess what? You're taking your religious-based belief and pushing it down somebody else's throat. And how in the hell are you for freedom? You're not. But I digress in this whole conversation. I mean, I really do. I mean, the whole point I'm saying is that this is corporatism. This is corporatism. It's like we have influence that's peddled and stuff like that, and the reason that things are slow, the internet might be slow, I don't think it really is. I mean, she says it is, but I don't really buy that. I mean, I got really fast internet here. I mean, my videos upload pretty quick, I think, to YouTube. But the point is that if the government wasn't involved and didn't let those companies have those monopolies and let other people compete with them, maybe there would be faster internet than we already have. Pretty fast, I think, but nonetheless, maybe it would be. Everything's better when there's competition. When there's completely free market and you can go in and compete and there's no government to tell you no, there's no government to give a monopoly, there's no government to say, well, you can't do this, can't do that, or there's going to be so many people in this area, blah, blah, blah. Just know whoever has the best service and whoever can put it in place and do it for the best price wins. You encourage innovation because then people want to do better than the guy next to them, so they try to make it faster and better. Try to provide better service, more infrastructure, blah, blah, blah. And because of that, they'll make a profit. And that's the whole goal. And that's why they'll do better, because they want to make more money. That's the thing about capitalism. It makes it better for everybody. When two people compete, it only serves to make each of their products better or weed out the one that's worse. And not only that, I mean, just the fact that freepress.net is pushing something, is like putting her up there, like, and they're for the internet, freedom of the internet, they're against CISPA and all that stuff, SOPA, they're against all that stuff. They're against the NSA spying. They're for the free internet. But they're going to tout her like she's some freaking hero when the very people who want to control the internet is the government. And she's pushing for more involvement. As Crawford saying, get more involved in infrastructure, have them pass more laws, more bills, making more stuff that, and that belongs to them, but that's infrastructure, and with no competition. The government has no competition. What's its incentive to do better? It has none, because nothing competes with government when it gets involved. It's this thing that's blob that just does what it wants to do and tells you it's looking out for you. But really, there's no other option. If it's not looking out for you, you're toast. If it's looking out for you, okay, but do you want to count on that? I'd rather count on two people that want to give me the best service, provide me the fast internet, the best price, and having them duke it out. I'll pick a winner in my money. My money, I'll pick a winner, because I'll pay for the one that's better, and I won't pay for the one that's worse. It's just the contradiction of the whole thing. You want more government, but you want free press. You want the internet to stop being messed with. But the very people that you want to get involved for all your infrastructure and all the stuff that she's preaching for are the people that want to regulate your internet. I don't get it. Explain to me what you're talking about. I don't understand. No comprendo. I'm not being racist. I'm trying to be funny here, right? Damn it. So don't call me racist. I'm sorry if I offend anybody. But I think it's funny, though, Point is, though, it's a contradiction. It's hypocrisy. These people claim they want free press, but they use propaganda to demonize their opponents. They put some lady out there that wants more government involvement in infrastructure, but yet they want the internet to be free, and the people that want to regulate the internet are the government. It's like they're these people. They have we're against this and we're against that. Well, what are you for? And do you understand it? More importantly, what are you for and do you understand? Because I would say, I would theorize that they don't understand it and they don't know really what they're for. They like being against stuff. They like to stand there with their fist in the air going, rah, 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 I'm against this, I'm against that. But really, you say, well, what is this and what is that? And they go, that's a good question. I'm not quite sure. And that's the truth. From the horse's mouth. So, I dare you to post it. If you're looking and you're approving my video response, I dare you to post this. Just to show that you're for free press and a contrary opinion to your own being put out there.